Once upon a time, in a world not too dissimilar from our own, two middle-aged women found themselves seated next to each other on a train. Their demeanor couldn't have been more different. One woman exuded a radiant joy that seemed to emanate from her very being, while the other sat hunched over, weighed down by an invisible burden of sadness and despair. As the cheerful woman immersed herself in a captivating book, laughter bubbled up from within her like a sparkling brook on a sunny day. The sound of her mirth danced in the air, catching the attention of the despondent woman beside her. Envy flickered in her eyes as she gazed at the carefree expression on her companion's face. Unable to contain her curiosity and longing for a taste of that happiness, the sad woman spoke with a tinge of bitterness. "You seem to be having such a great time. How I wish I could be happy as you are. But sadly, life isn't fair to everyone." Pausing for a moment, the cheerful woman closed her book and turned to face her disheartened neighbor, her eyes filled with genuine concern. With a gentle voice, she said, "I'm terribly sorry for what you're going through right now. If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you." The weight of her pain became too heavy to bear, and the sad woman let out a long, heavy sigh. She hesitated for a brief moment, unsure if she should share the depths of her anguish with a stranger. But something in the compassionate gaze of her companion urged her to open up. "I have a child with a disability," she confessed, her voice trembling with raw emotion. "It's so difficult to deal with the feelings of shame, guilt, hopelessness, and depression. I wish I could change everything. It just hurts a lot." Silent tears began to cascade down her cheeks, but the cheerful woman remained steadfast in her empathy. Tenderly, she reached out and placed a comforting hand on the sad woman's trembling shoulder, offering solace in her presence. "This must be so hard for you," the cheerful woman said softly, her voice a gentle caress. "But it always helps to look on the bright side of life. It's a choice you'll never regret." The words seemed to hang in the air, heavy with the weight of the sad woman's pain. She sniffled, her tear-stained face etched with skepticism and disbelief. "Unless you are raising a child with a disability, you don't understand the pain I go through every day. The pain of losing all hopes and dreams you have for your child. You don't understand because you're such a lucky woman." For a moment, the cheerful woman's radiant smile waned, and a solemn stillness settled between them. Sensing that her words alone may not have conveyed the depth of her understanding, she reached into her bag and retrieved a piece of paper, which she carefully placed beside the sad woman before gathering her belongings and disembarking the train. Curiosity piqued, the sad woman unfolded the paper, her eyes scanning the words etched upon it. It was a message from the cheerful woman who had unknowingly shared her sorrow. "From the cheerful lady seated next to you," the note began. "I just want you to know that I have 3 disabled children, and I understand 3 times the pain you feel. The only difference between the 2 of us is that I have accepted my reality." As the train continued its journey, the sad woman sat there, stunned by the revelation. She thought about the woman she had just met, who exuded such boundless joy despite facing challenges far greater than her own. At that moment of realization, a seed of wisdom began to sprout within her weary heart. The lessons embedded in this encounter echoed in her mind, resonating with a profound truth. She realized that many of us, herself included, often clung to the futile hope of changing every aspect of our lives, oblivious to the fact that some things are beyond our control. This resistance to accepting reality only served to fuel negative emotions, allowing them to consume us from within. Guilt, shame, bitterness, frustration, hopelessness, and irritations were all familiar companions on her journey. But now, she understood that accepting her reality was the key to liberation. It was not a surrender to defeat or resignation, but rather a profound act of embracing what life had given her. With this newfound understanding, she resolved to seek acceptance in her own life. She acknowledged that her child's disability was an unalterable aspect of their shared existence, but it did not define their worth or happiness. She vowed to celebrate the unique strengths and beauty her child possessed, cherishing every milestone achieved and every smile shared. As the train rattled onward, the sad woman's heavy heart began to lighten. The weight of expectations and regrets gradually dissipated, replaced by a glimmer of hope and gratitude for the present moment. She realized that true happiness lay not in the pursuit of an idealized version of life, but in the appreciation of what already existed. Inspired by the strength and acceptance of the cheerful woman, the sad woman resolved to become the architect of her happiness. She knew that it would be a journey filled with ups and downs, but she embraced it wholeheartedly, for she had discovered that the power to find contentment resided within her own perspective. And so, the train carried her forward, not only to her physical destination, but also on a profound inner voyage. As the scenery whizzed by, she gazed out of the window with newfound clarity and a gentle smile gracing her lips. The moral of the story is that true happiness lies in accepting our own realities rather than constantly striving to change every aspect of our lives. By embracing what cannot be altered, we free ourselves from the shackles of negative emotions and find solace in the present moment. Acceptance grants us the power to shape our own happiness, to celebrate the unique beauty in our lives, and to weave a tapestry of contentment amidst the trials and tribulations we may face. The end. Thank you for watching. Consider to like, share, and subscribing for more videos like this from this channel. We love you.